you're not going to get the job. That is something that every actor has heard in their head right before an audition or right before callbacks. And it can be a very, very scary thing. But Michael Kostroff, the writer of Audition Psych 101, says that's actually the secret to having a fun time and the secret to getting the job. So I was first introduced to this book by my professor in college in my musical theater intensive, and he said that he used this to book Broadway shows and off-Broadway shows and television and all of those things, and it really helped him out. And after I read it, I felt the same way. It was super, super helpful. And one of the big things in chapter 2 is the notion that you are not getting the job. You are not getting the job is a mindset that's actually going to help you relax and be seen more as a person to the casting director than an actor. There's nothing you can do to ensure you'll be cast. It's really nothing you can control. You cannot make people cast you. You cannot control their decisions. The getting hired part is completely beyond our control. You should never, ever go to an audition to get a job. Focusing on trying to get the job doesn't get you the job. That's something that really stuck with me, because when you're in an interview, you don't want to just be this robot saying all these things that they want to hear. You want to be able to be a real person, and you want to see if this is someone that you can actually collaborate with and have a fun time with. So it's the same thing with acting. You don't want to go into somewhere just being this robotic actor that's this is what we think that you want. You want to be a real person. So stop going to auditions with the purpose of getting jobs. Because most of the time, and this is just the hard, brutal, mathematical truth, you're not getting the job. I can't tell you how many interviews and how many Tonight Show appearances and all those things that we have seen of actors saying, I've got 1,000 no's, 100,000 no's, I was about to quit, and then I miraculously got this job, I miraculously got this. It takes so many no's to get that yes. But I think this is the real thing that is going to help you become a better person in the audition room with that mindset of not getting the job, is right here. When he says, it's a chance to act on a Thursday. A chance to play a role or sing a song, even for a few minutes, is something to be treasured, and it's a wonderful reason to audition. And that's the mindset. The mindset is, I'm not going to get this job. There are people that are better than me, they're better looking than me, they know the people more than me, so I'm not going to get this job. But this is a chance for me to perform this role. In this moment, during an audition or during a callback, I am that role. I got the job. And I think with that mindset and with that confidence, you have the freedom to explore. And that's something that really is important, is exploration and making choices when you're in the audition room. An example for me with how this helped was booking my first off-Broadway show, which was really, really nerve-wracking because it would have been my first theater gig in New York that I would have booked and my first off-Broadway show. It was for a new musical, so they were looking for fresh new faces and all of these new people. And I went into callbacks, and the person before me was taller than me, and I'm pretty tall, was way better looking than me. When he was in there, he was making them laugh, making them go crazy. So I was really, really, really nervous. But Audition Psych tells you to write an index card with all the things that you learned. So I had my little index card right before I went in, and I said to myself, I'm not getting the job. This is a chance for me to act on a Thursday. And in this moment, I am that character. In this moment, I am making my off-Broadway debut and I'm making my New York debut. So I went in there and I had the best time. It was super silly, super fun, and it was to a point where I wasn't worried about pleasing the casting director. I was fixated on just having a fun time with my scene partner and making choices and having a good time. We were in such a confined space too, so I got to use some of that too, and it turned out that I ended up booking that job and I had my off-Broadway debut, which was so much fun. And it was such a silly new musical that I loved doing, and that helped me with more opportunities in the future. It's really that mindset and that confidence that you're not going to get the job that's going to give you that freedom to explore. So the next time that you're in an audition room, or the next time that you're about to do callbacks, have a little index card and write on it, you are not getting this job, but this is your chance to act on a Thursday. In this moment, You are this part. That is just a taste of what this book gives you. So I highly recommend reading this book. If you have trouble auditioning or if you get nerves when auditioning, definitely give this a read. I hope that this helps you out in your next audition or your next callback. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.